Hey guys, Matt, IronTrap Garage, and today we're going to do a fun update on the shop. Finally, we're at the point where we could start putting up insulation and the tin to make this thing look old and give it some character instantly. So we are going to I got a bunch of rolls of insulation, a bunch of 2x4s. We're going to put all that stuff up in the walls, and then we're going to take the old barn tin that I salvaged from a fallen down old barn in Maryland and start putting it all up. And hopefully by the end of this, we'll be hanging some signs, some speed equipment, and it's going to start looking old and perfectly shitty inside. So let's get started. Alright, so yesterday we got pretty much all of the insulation and stringers or 2x4s up that we wanted to get up for the day. So you can see this whole wall is done. I was hoping just to get like this wall and maybe that wall done, but George, Steve, and I were rolling pretty good, and we got pretty much all these areas. Now, these areas here that are open, I'm planning on putting eventually, I don't know if it'll happen this winter, step over all this stuff, these big glass windows that are from a bank that are like one-sided, one-way glass. They're two pieces of glass, real thick, super heavy. You can see they're mirrored. That's me. So hopefully that area will be towards the outside, so when the lights are off, you won't be able to see inside the shop, but when we light it, it'll look super cool. So that's why we have a couple of these panels on the back wall. We're putting basically 4 of them in, and then that center one right in front of the office, we're going to cover with tin today. So that's what I was going to show you guys. So I got all this old barn tin that was salvaged from a barn that had fallen down in Maryland, and a guy was selling it on Facebook, and I just bought all of it. He was selling it onesie twosies, and I think I have just about enough here to do, or at least do the majority of the building, I hope. So what came in super handy is Evolution called us up again and said, hey, do you guys need anything else? We got a chop saw from them, super happy with it. and they just wanted to see if we had any projects coming up. So I told them I need a circular saw because it'll make it way easier to cut this stuff. Instead of having a plasma cutter out here and making sparks all over the place with a wood floor, we got the circular saw. So I just got this in, just got it open. So I'm gonna put the blade on, put it all together, and what I'm gonna do is cut these to length, and then we're gonna start hanging them up along the wall. I got a cheap, hashtag not sponsored, we're gonna give it a try. This is like a cheap Harbor Freight roofing nail gun. So we're gonna use roofing nails. I already tested it, turned it up to FU power. Anybody remembers one of our first videos? That was a term I used. So we turned it up to FU power, through the tin into the wood, no problem. I got 1-inch nails, roofing nails, so that should work pretty darn good. So I'm gonna get this put together, get this first panel cut, and Steve and I'll see if we can get one hung and see how it's gonna look. Holy shit! That was awesome! Wow! Can't beat that.
That's close too. Oh boy.
A cheap badass nailer.
Hell yeah.
Just what you like, I still
Oh
have.
boy.
Alright. How's that look on the edge there?
Good.
Oh,
Shooting sparks!
dude.
Oh yeah.
I like that.
Oh, that's awesome.
How's it look at the bottom there? Is it? Good, huh? I'm glad I have my safety vest on.
Yeah, right?
It shoots that little piece of wire. Oh, I missed. No, what am I?
Missed again.
How am I missing?
Gotta come all the way up here.
Jeez.
It's hard to do when you're on a weird angle like that.
Yeah, I have it going higher than they need to be.
Yeah. Okay.
This thing?
There it is. Nice.
Pretty good, right?
Yep.
I'll be happy if we cast this part with the boiler engines.
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You set yours down.
Yep.
Anything back there?
I got it.
Yep.
There we go.
Alright, so that's not coming off. Got it.
Got it.
So, my question is the chain tool?
There you go. Just crimp that.
Yeah, can you just keep your
Yep.
finger on this line? Let's crimp it just enough that it'll... Alright, that's hooked in pretty good. now we can still slide the chain to get it.
Okay, oh, yep.
How's it look? I don't think that it's like that.
Yeah, it is a little unsteady maybe.
Because it's sitting on the,
Yeah.
you know, the point there. So
Maybe not that, right?
let's try it. It worked when I took it down.
Yeah, right. Oh, the lights are on.
Yes! And it works! Oh, that's so cool. That's the ticket right there. Yeah, I love great ones. There's things
Oh, yeah.
around it.
I can't wait to see that in the dark with just that green glow. Oh, yeah, that's right. We can kind of do that.
I could probably just turn the lights on. See what it does.
It does look better. But yeah, that's gonna be really cool when it's dark.
Crazy.
I was cutting through one underneath too, maybe.
Yeah,
Oh, got a little
yeah.
chunk of that one too. Yep.
We don't care. And let's just make sure this will. Let's just put that up there for now. Oh boy.
We got a hammer hammering the nails in. We're good.
Oh yeah.
We can get that, maybe we can get that out of our scrap pile.
That's true. That moment is right now.
Yeah, right?
Two monkeys doing something with football.
It's been all day. Should have seen the first corner we did.
Is that the one that's wrapped over there?
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Don't look. We'll make that work. Maybe not.
What if you just put it next to it?
Yeah, I guess you could do that. You know, not that anybody will notice or care. Yeah, baby. Drop it down. It's about level with the top. We'll have to make a little piece of there. Looks like we're gonna send it. There it is.
Right here.
Watch your ears. Smart, so we're gonna. This is gonna line up. You know what? I can line it up right there at that hole that's already existing. There you should. There you go. Level. My hands on it.
Yeah, that's good. It looks good.
Yeah, tiny, sturdy.
Hold the sign, you got it. I think I don't got it.
If you're a crash, you know I can You know I don't have it.
Just fall backwards, not towards the glass case.
No, it's okay. Nobody tall up under it. Still hanging crooked.
Oh, it's because the hanger's uphill. See what I mean? From how it's drawn in the top.
Yeah.
Take a hammer and smack the tin. Just, you know what I mean?
Working at bending the bracket down.
Yeah. I think it's just because the tin is bulged out right there.
Oh, here.
Let go? Yeah, that's perfect. That's what it was. It was just sitting on the tin weird.
Hey, thanks, Steve.
That looks good. I like it.
All right, so after a bunch of work, we got most of the tin up, at least until we put the windows in. And of course, I couldn't help myself, and I hung a bunch of junk and started putting stuff away. So we got a workbench here. This was actually in the building when I bought the property, and we sort of believe that it has spirits or something to it, because we moved it and didn't move some of the other belongings, and we had a bunch of weird stuff happen. So this stays in the building. So hung one of the Ford signs that we had gotten, 2 double-sided full Ford dealer signs, and then I got 2 of just the signs without the cans. So I hung one of them up. I had to do it last night by myself, kind of sketchy, but it got done. Just got this Duluth cabinet, obviously. We're gonna put a bunch of gauges and different stuff in there. That's on wheels so we can pull it away. I left an opening there so we can use our air hose. We stole some signs from upstairs.
Downstairs.
Downstairs, geez. And then hung some heads, and we got another cabinet there we got to move back that came out of the Boyertown Museum. And yeah, so office, what's up, Jay? The office is starting to be tinned. We had some leftover drops, and these the roof top pieces we're using for the corners. I think it's going to look pretty cool. We're going to probably get some more of those corners and put them across the top, and we can hammer them in or nail them in, and that'll look finished off, and then we'll have a ceiling on it. But just doing that tin really starts making it look old. This side we started putting some stuff away.
You can drive the Pagoda City Coupe now. There isn't speed equipment surrounding
we
it.
can almost drive the Model A Coupe. But I started hanging some of my old car club plaques up over here, so now I can at least get my stuff organized so I know what I have. And when I'm trying to figure out if I should buy something or not, I can know what the heck I have. So got another cabinet. I got that at the local auction with the other one just recently. And yeah, got some more stuff to put away. So huge update on the shop. It's winter's closing in quickly, but this is really what I wanted to get done before winter. If we can get to the windows and do that last section in tin after we do the windows, that's why they're open. We will definitely do it, but that's going to be a big undertaking, getting those giant glass windows in. When that's done, should be really cool. And yes, we are putting the ceiling in it. We've gotten a million questions. Time and money is always the problem. That's going to have to probably wait till next year, but making progress, and we can put cars in here and start hanging some of my junk up finally. So it's taken about a whole summer to get this done, but super psyched. So thank you guys for following. Let me know what you think of our perfectly shitty old barn tin on the shop walls and everything coming together. Thanks guys. Catch you later.